Hey, 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 hey. What's happening? Are you out there? Are you out there listening? Can y'all hear me? All aboard. I said all aboard. All aboard the unveiled vibrations train. We're getting it tonight. All right now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone under the sound of my voice, it's that time. Happy Wednesday, March 11th, 2026 is here. It's Unveiled Vibrations time. I took a trip into the stars for tonight's show. We chilling out. Ooh, so I'm gonna do this. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What a week it has been since we last spoke. There is quite a bit out there that has happened, and I'm going to share a little bit of that tonight before I go into my happy medium, which is making music. And so I would like to welcome you all and just give y'all the time to come on in here, say your hellos, high fives, hugs, kisses to all that you know. Whew. Where do I begin? Oh, I know where I begin. I got some funny. I got some real cringeworthy stuff. And then I got some make you think kind of stuff tonight that I'm going to talk about. And so I'll say like this, without no further ado, y'all, let's not hold it up anymore. Let's get this thing started. Ha yeah, boy. Welcome to Unveiled. Welcome to Unveiled Vibrations, where we sit together, have the conversation about the things that is happening in the world, and then we also come together and vibe out musically, spiritually, all in one place. This is the place to be on Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Come here and chill with your boy. It's free 99 every time. Now, if I begin to put cover charges on this thing, y'all be mad and not want to show up now. It's free. Bring your HiPods here. 8:30-ish, Wednesday nights. So we can have the conversation. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna get a little serious. Just a little bit. No worries. At the end of the night, we're gonna leave out of here with some love. Cause that's what we all need. Is just a little love in our heart. Amen. I missed y'all so, man, and I want y'all to really know I love seeing you beautiful faces here in the chat. It gives me so much warmth and joy to interact with you guys, and I appreciate you showing up. Shout out to the replay. I got the tongue tied tonight, man. Shout out to the replay crew. Thank y'all for coming in, watching, keep sharing, keep liking, keep coming back. I really appreciate y'all. So, oh my God. Y'all, they did it. They finally did it. They ran their hips around the world and started dropping packages over in Iran. Now it's like old news now. It's like, oh, TD, what you mean? We already heard about that. We already know about that, TD. Well, hey, shoot. Y'all ain't talked to me about it. It's worth talking about just a little bit. It's messed up that, a certain somebody couldn't handle the talk of the town, which has been going on since he brought it up. And now you're like, why y'all talking about it? Why y'all keep talking about it? Quit talking about it. Why don't y'all talk about something else? I'll give you something to talk about. And now we're talking about that and how silly this administration is. So silly. My first thing I'm bringing up tonight, y'all, JD Vance. Do y'all remember when JD Vance was on the campaign trail and stated, vote for Trump is a vote for no wars in the Middle East? Do y'all remember that? If not, I got a quick reminder for you. Hold on, buckle up, hold on tight. I got that coming for you. But first, I need to say hello to everybody that is here in a place to be. We have Dustin Butler here tonight. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, Dustin. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. He says hi to everyone. We got JoJo Speaks here tonight. He says, hey, Dustin. Hey, Tyrone. Hey to you, my brother. And I love this right here. Y'all follow what this man says. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's free 99, man. Hit that like button. It's free 99. Look, when I begin to tax y'all, well, let's not talk about taxes because, just hit the like button and share button and the subscribe button. It's free. It don't cost you a thing. What it will do is help this channel grow. That's what we want to do, right? Don't you want to see my beautiful face everywhere? Every Wednesday. Eventually, I will be on here a lot more. But right now, I'm doing Wednesdays, 8:30-ish. All right? I appreciate y'all. Auntie Robin. Hey, Queen Auntie Robin. Thank you. She says, hello. Up the vibration. I made it. Thank you for making it. She also says, hi to JoJo and hi to Justin. JoJo says, hi to Auntie. And when I was doing the roll call, all aboard, JoJo said he is ready. Tease we here. Tonight we have Lady Virgo. Lady Virgo says, good evening, everyone. She says, hello to us all. Hello and good evening to you, my dear. Welcome. JoJo says, hey, Lady Virgo. And hey, do this. This man right here, JoJo Speaks, will be live tomorrow night for, get ready for it, Hot Topics. He'll be sitting down with the lovely Prophetic Friar Reiki himself and Bianca Edwards and talking about the hottest topics online. All your favorite juicy topics. Come there tomorrow night. JoJo Speaks. Lock in. Like, comment, and subscribe there too. Because you know what? It's free. Don't cost you a thing. Auntie Robin says hello to Lady Virgo. JoJo Speaks. Hearts to you, my brother. Shouting out to you too. All right, now. Back to the madness at hand. This mess right here. Y'all ain't seen this before? If y'all ain't seen this before, look at this. Remember, JD Vance said all this hoopla about Kamala was going to do this, that, and the third, man. And guess what happened? Guess what happened, man? It didn't age well. I'm going to tell you that right now. It did not age well. Look at this.
It is the young generation that carries the burden of that. We're going to stop sending our young people to faraway lands. We are not the policemen of the world. We need to use our young people here at home.
But if you're worried about the world spinning out of control, if you're worried about a military draft, if you're worried about, God forbid, a world war, the best way to prevent it is to vote for Donald Trump.
People like Kamala Harris send our sons and daughters, our young people, to fight in stupid wars. It is the young generation that carries the burden of that. We're going to stop sending our young people to faraway lands. We are not the policemen of the world. We need to use our young people here at home.
But if you're worried about the world spinning out of control, if you're worried about a military draft, if you're worried about, God forbid, a world war, the best way to prevent it is to vote for Donald Trump.
People like Kamala.
If y'all don't remember when he said these comments, shame on you. Shame on you. Because guess what? This was the biggest Uno reverse I've ever seen. Ain't it? How you gonna tell us what she gonna do, and then you turn around and do what you said she was gonna do? Uno reverse. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then you're like, well, we're justified in doing this. We had to protect Israel. Really, though? Really? And you know what? For that, I got something for you. Hold on, watch this.
I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
So did.
I'm not into saying I told you so, but we did see it coming.
For those that don't know where this came from the Honorable Jesse Jackson's funeral, where she and a number of other people had an opportunity to speak. And to lighten the atmosphere, this was a well said, well deserved thing to say, because she told you so. Uno reverse. It is what it is now. Because, like, the damage is done. Literally, the damage is done. And I like where she went with things after that. Icebreaker. Hang on 1 second. Let's listen.
But what I did not predict is that we would not have Jesse Jackson with us right now to help us get through this. And this afternoon has been such a beautiful remembrance of his spirit, his life, and his faith. And in a way that Reverend Al talked about it and so many others have, I do think of this afternoon as what it is doing for me to renew my faith in what is possible, fueled by the hope that Jesse Jackson so often reminded us of. Let me just say,
a moment to unite people that are hurting, both outside and inside. That is presidential. Not this mess that we are witnessing over there at Mar-a-Lago Annex. The reason why I'm calling the Mar-a-Lago Annex is because they treated the White House like it's a playground. You done tore down half the building, trying to build a ballroom up to yourself. It's the monument to yourself. And then you don't have any respect for the office at all. And then you don't respect people. And you wanted to call her non-presidential. You wanted to blame her and say that she would be the one to get us into a war. You haven't even been just past a year in office. And you ran us over there. Just ran us over there into the Middle East. And then you point the fingers at them and call them terrorists while you terrorize them. Just food for thought. Imagine the bully going around the schoolyard, beating up on everybody, and then calling everybody else the bully. Where they do that at? What kind of Jedi mind trick are we seeing here? Where you can point the finger at everybody else in the world and blame them and don't get to take none of the blame. And then to have the people actually on your side in this, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like it. JoJo Speak says, yikes. They need this soundbite in news cycles. Yeah, they absolutely do. I hope it echoes and completely reverbs in history that Kamala Harris.
I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
Saying that, I predicted a lot about what's happening right now. Kamala was right. But you know, the biggest issue here is people were in their feelings. And when they got in their feelings, they were very susceptible to believing the BS. It's not the first time that we've been down this road, especially with a Republican president. Let's go back down memory lane. Just 1 second. How many of y'all remember this from back during President George W. Bush era? How many of us remember that?
Mom, whose son may have recently died, to see the commander-in-chief playing golf. Playing golf during a war, it just sends the wrong signal.
Lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
I don't want some mom whose son may have recently died to see the commander-in-chief playing golf. Playing golf during a war, it just sends the wrong signal.
Lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
I don't want.
I mean, just think about it. We could get with this or we could get with that. And we decided to get with that because we thought that's where it was at. And in the active moment, he doesn't care. At least Bush cared. Or at least showed that he cared. This guy, no. I'm going to do what I want, and nobody's going to stop me from doing what I want. And this is the result of it. When you have somebody who's like, well, it's going to be casualties. It's going to happen. The people will die over there. Get used to it. Get ready. It's going to happen. Oh, well, oh, hell. Here's the message that's being said. Talk about a soundbite. I can only imagine the history books that will pull this up 20, 30 years from now, and we'll talk about the biggest differences in Trump's presidencies versus everybody else's. And it's like, dude, how can it be so bad? I'm going to tell you how it's so bad. Because of racism, because of bigotry, because there's phobias, fear mongering amongst us. TD, what do you mean? I haven't seen any of that. I haven't seen any of it lately. Au contraire, my friends. It has happened recently. Some seen it, some don't. Watch this. Recently, in the news, there was a young man that was deplaned. Why would you say that on a Southwest flight? Because of his alarms were going off on his watch, and he was praying, and then let me tell you something. Watch this. I'm gonna let my man here explain it far better than I can, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit.
The Southwest flight where we saw people with their hands up, FBI and police come on the plane, and a Muslim man be taken out. Unfortunately, as soon as everybody saw this, they thought that the man being detained was a terrorist. In this country, we're willing to have conversations about anti-Semitism, but we're not having conversations about Islamophobia. Because this man was not a threat, but the stories that people were making up about him on the plane and off the plane is the real danger. On the plane, people heard the man praying in a different language very loudly, his alarm going off every 10 minutes, and he kept asking the stewardess, where's his bag? Mind you, if they had done a little research, they would have known that we're in the middle of Ramadan, which explains why he's praying more often and his alarm is going off to remind him to pray. Also, this man had to go through security like everyone else. Of course, those were the people creating the stories on the plane. Off the plane, people like Laura Loomer were spreading lies saying that SWAT had to come on the plane to stop a Muslim man with a bomb. And even though we know that's not the story at all, it is still pinned on her page. Even the FBI said that the person they detained was not a threat. This is what's so infuriating about what Donald Trump is doing. The more he attacks people of color, the more we're seen as a threat. The more Donald Trump bombs and destabilizes our homes, the more we're put on watch lists. Isn't that insane? Share this so people know what actually happened on that Southwest flight and follow for more.
People. The only way that we can combat these things is with compassion. And because politicians have twisted this knife of all kinds of phobias in our sides, we're accustomed to, and it's normalized at this point. That the main reason why these things happen is because of fear mongering, and it's partially because of what happened on 9/11. But The reason why 9/11 happened was because somebody did something first. Somebody threw rocks at somebody else's house and then turned around and hid their hands behind their back as if they did nothing wrong. And the whole time they was the one doing it all. And then when the whole lot of people decided to do something about it, you're like, they're terrorizing me. They took this out on me for no reason. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. And the problem that is going to be so hard to overcome is because when a set of people point the finger and show you half of the truth, we tend to take it as the full truth. Until otherwise. And then next thing you know, we're like, oh no, we got it wrong. Instead of fully investigating and not just taking a little bit and running 10,000 miles with it. Just like what's happening right now. Your current administration is out here telling people that Iran is this, that, and the third. And they just confirmed this today. The bombing at this elementary school was at the hands of the United States. Even though the administration is like, oh no, that wasn't us. Those guys over there, their stuff is so bad it's not accurate. They probably did it to themselves. Why would they do that? Why would they strike themselves first and then strike everybody else? Make that make sense. Only a narcissist would kind of take that approach to say the victim is the aggressor. To blame the victim for their circumstances of where they are. This whole ideology, rhetoric around Muslim people being evil people in the world, it's not true. It's not true. It's not 100% facts. Let me tell you something. The same thing can be said about Christians. Christians are 100% evil. The United States is 100% evil. When we take a closer look, it's not 100% true. And because of the percentage of the good versus the evil, and because there's a bigger spotlight put on the evil deeds and the evildoers, we tend to think that is all that it is within it. Thinking about this, about how people for decades I can't even say 100 years because we ain't even there yet, but decades that said African Americans were this, that, and the third. Because the spotlight was put on the Black Panther Party and others like them who only reacted to what was done to them. And it's just amazing that the savage acting person points the finger at someone else and labels them savage, and then everybody follows suit. They're savages because somebody decides to package it in a nice little bottle. I don't have a bottle to put up, but they're like, savages by Iranians. No, it's not the case. I've met some Iranians in my lifetime. Very respectful people, very kind people. One thing that is across the board in the Middle East culture, not just Muslim culture. You give me respect, I give you respect. You treat me with kindness, I treat you with kindness. Only in America where people can say one thing about a set of people and everybody believes it, despite having the alternative reaction and experience with them. Think about it. If everybody continued this mindset that all black people are mean and they're gangsters and this, they're drug users, they're lazy. If they just kept that, we wouldn't have a Jesse Jackson. We wouldn't have a Kamala Harris. We wouldn't have a Barack Obama. There wouldn't have been a Malcolm X. There wouldn't have been a Martin Luther King. There wouldn't have been these icons of the African American community. They wouldn't exist. What we would have is a constant trend of gangsters, thugs. But because there is a beautiful mix of us all, it's safe to say that it's not 100%. How about that? To think that it's absolute in that sense, that all Iranians are evil. How can you say that to the little school kid that was in that building wanting to learn something about the world, about art, music, arithmetic, science, health, to carve their own place in this world and create a future for themselves and their families? And because of what? What was the real reason for attacking them? It's a bigger question. Like, Why did we do this? Because some files were coming out that made you look negative and you were afraid that you're about to lose a midterm election? What? That is nuts. And I have to say, who's the savage now? Mm-mm-mm. Lady Virgo says 100 times 2 facts. If there was a little bit more empathy and compassion about dealing with people, I think we wouldn't have this situation going on. Because at one time, they were supposedly at a negotiating table talking, and you went from talking to guns blazing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And for what? For what though? An ego trip, ultimately. Speak about guns blazing. I got a little funny thing to share with y'all. I happened to come across this video and it sent a smile on my face. And I wanted to, in light of all the chaos that's going on in the world, bring some laughter and joy to the platform. Why don't you join me and watch this?
What's up?
That church I gotta go to.
A church?
Yeah.
To do what?
To go to church. To do some music. You wanna hear something?
I do.
Trouble in my way.
Okay.
Trouble in my way. I got to cry sometimes. I got to cry sometimes. Trouble in my way. Trouble in my way. I got to cry sometimes. I got to cry. You got anything else on? Lay awake at night. Lay awake at night. But that's all right. That's all right. I know that Jesus, he will fix it. I said that Jesus, he will fix it. I know that Jesus, he will fix it. After a while, after a while. I know that.
You're welcome. Keep up that working out, okay?
Jesus will fix all of this mess after a while. That is the most interesting thing that happened. You have a man that is being detained and nobody knows his whole story and what he was going through. But he had enough of religious sense in his life that he could bring out a song, simple song. Jesus will fix it. Trouble in our way. He was in deep trouble here, for sure. Because I know the law had him. They had him, boy. I don't know what they had on him. But in this moment, we know that God is real, right? In these moments right now, we can say that. All this stuff that's going on in the Middle East, hands down, God is still on the throne and working his magic. We can call it magic because it's the mysticism of God. and understanding that his ways are not our ways. And even though this administration wants to say they're on a holy crusade and God has sent them over there to bring reckoning to Iran and to fix the wrongs of the Middle East, the meek shall rise. Just as simple as that. The meek shall rise. And it's unfortunate that during this time period, people will have to go through some things, some moments of hurt. But like the song said,
Church I gotta go to.
A church?
Yeah.
To do what?
To go to church.
like the song said,
You know your song?
I do.
trouble in my life.
way. Trouble in my way. I got to cry sometimes.
We gotta cry.
Trouble in my way. Trouble in my way. I got to cry sometimes. I got to cry. You got a damn phone? Lay awake at night. Lay awake at night. But that's all right. That's all right. I know that Jesus, he will fix it. I said that Jesus, he will fix it. I know that Jesus, he will fix it. After a while, after a while.
Indeed, it is the case. Y'all, I am joyful in knowing that everything's gonna be all right. We just gotta keep our head to the sky. I got an update for y'all. Y'all might like this one. Last week I did a couple of movie reviews live here, reactions. And on one of those, there's an update that came across my pipeline. And I want y'all to know what I know.
Oh, what's up, son? Yo, check it out. We are currently in the edit for a scary movie. I have some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is we're no longer going to be releasing on June 12th.
Shiver me timbers. Daggone it. Don't do this to us. Marlon, don't you do this. What you talking about, man?
The good news is, due to the overwhelming response and the worldwide excitement, we are releasing a week earlier. That's right, June 5th is the new date for Scary Movie. We're starting off the summer with a bang and a laugh fest. So I'm really excited about coming early. Okay, that didn't come out right.
Thanks.
But hey, some of y'all might think it's a premature release. But hey,
Hey,
we doing it.
Hey, wait a
See y'all
minute.
there.
Yo, ain't that exciting news? Marlon Wayans came out and said we're gonna get Scary Movie 6 a week early, y'all. Can't wait. This summer is gonna be filled with some exciting movies. This is one of the ones that I have on my list that I can't not wait to go and see, because if you watched the trailer on your own, if not, go back and watch last week's video reaction with me. It is a hilarious trailer that's out there. The Wayans really, really do funny, and they do it well. Very well. And I'm excited for it. Shout out to Marlon and crew for the great news. Now, y'all, I know how tight it is out here for us. And we be pinching pennies and rubbing nickels. But I'm going to tell y'all this. This right here that I'm about to share with you is the most ridiculous but practical and hilarious video I have found. Watch this.
Can I see you as my crush?
Contacts. Mechanic calls the bill $800 for new brakes. My man here said, I'll be dang if I'm paying $800 for some new brakes. I'll figure it out. Watch this.
I will not just
Anchors away.
before I don't want love. That would all.
Yo, when I
Can
saw
I see
this,
you as my crush? I will not just
I said, huh?
before I don't want love.
Is he serious? He is dead serious. Dead serious, y'all. I couldn't believe it. But I was like, look, look, if it push comes to shove, I will be driving around with an anchor from a boat anchor to slow me down too. Cause man, 800 in this economy, shoot, you asking for a lot. That's about half of people rent nowadays. $800, boy, man, no way. No way, Jose. That is rough. Like, look, hey. Mr. TD understand. Y'all, it's gonna be a while before we'll be flourishing like we once were. Stay safe out there, is what I say. Now, my next thing that I'm bringing up. Oh my God. This is a whole fire mess. I am calling it Mega It Sense. As in make it make sense. But MAGA it sense. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. This mess right here had me holler. Because this man, close to his deathbed, I don't know if he playing or he real. But it's funny to me. But man, oh man, check it out.
It started because I haven't used toilet paper since they turned the brawny man into a lesbian and made him a hipster. I just refuse to do it. When I poop, I either put my butt under the sink or I take a shower. And some people are telling me that that's unhygienic or whatever, but I'm not about to use woke toilet paper in my house. But anyways, I got sick and I went to the doctor, which of course y'all know I don't believe in the first place. And he gave me a bunch of antibiotics. Now, I told him the yogurt you told me to eat was probiotic and this is antibiotic. So how's that supposed to work? Which type of biotic is the good biotic and which type of biotic is the bad biotic? But regardless, I'm sitting at home and I'm just going to heal all on my own because I follow Donald Trump's diet. He don't exercise like I don't exercise. because that takes away too much energy from your body, and we've only got so many heartbeats left. So I'm going to lay here with onions shoved in my socks.
Oh my
And
God.
Lord willing, some Vicks Vapor Rub, if I can convince my ex-wife to bring some over on account of I can't get up because my car got repoed and I lost my foot, as y'all know. But I don't believe in sickness.
Wait a minute. Wait. Didn't you just say you was gonna put onions in your, but you lost your foot?
This too shall pass. Through Christ, I can do anything which strengthens me. Also, though, if you could get on Cameo and request me, that would be great. But we have the best healthcare system in the world because my doctor's visit was free because I pay $2,000 a month in insurance. So I pay that $2,000 and then.
Sir, if you pay $2,000 in insurance a month, you are a hospital investor at that point. You are an investor, sir. If you paying $2,000 a month, good night. What?
Then I go there and my doctor's visit's free. Whereas in another country, when they have free health care, ain't nothing free. So I got a little sick.
Oh my God. The things that come from these folks' mouth, I can't believe it. It is insane, y'all. And if I wasn't sharing it here, I know people wouldn't believe me if I brought this stuff up in conversation. Like, yo, I know a guy that said he lost his foot, but he put onions in his sock on his feet. Excuse me? What? Make that make sense, please. But you know what? That ain't the worst of them. I'm calling this segment knowing when to hold them and fold them. Y'all wouldn't believe this unless I showed it to you. You know, when people are obsessed with people, they, especially in the political arena, and they tend to just place blame on any daggone thing they possibly can. And then they sit there and believe that mess. And then want other people to believe them too. I'm telling y'all, this is by far the worst I've seen from MAGA. In his next clip. Absolutely nuts.
Why didn't they release all the files?
The reason they didn't release all the files is because 90% of them are going to have Barack Obama in them, and they're not ready to play that card yet.
Okay.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
It makes a lot of sense.
Why are Republicans trying to protect Barack Obama? How does that make sense?
They're not. This is not a big enough deal yet for them to slam the door on it. They're going to wait until you guys are all in bed with Donald Trump's prep and da-da-da-da-da-da. Then they're going to drop the hammer on your ass. You wait and see.
You don't make sense. This is like incoherent.
Well, that's fine. I don't make sense to you. You don't make any sense to me. All this shit you just spelled out with transgenderism is ridiculously stupid.
They didn't release the rest of the files because they haven't redacted all of the information that they want to.
They haven't. I'm telling you, Barack Obama's dirty as hell.
They released a bunch of pictures of Bill Clinton.
Yeah, they don't care about Bill Clinton. He ain't anybody.
Oh, okay.
Bill Clinton is no longer running the country. Barack Obama is, and they're going to get him.
Yo, to believe that people out here are still blaming Barack after that man been gone for years, and to say that he's still running the government while their president that they elected is running the government. The tomfoolery. And it just make you laugh, like all right, now you just jaw jacking at this point, and just saying anything. And so the concept there is, yeah, they're holding all this information to drop a hammer, atomic size mollywop on everybody's. It was Barack the whole time, like it was Redhead Harry from Scooby-Doo or something, man. What? It just makes you wonder, like, what timeline are y'all on? Like, you can't be on this same timeline here. There's no way. It's impossible. At this point, it's like, oh, what else? It is what it is, y'all. This is the great divide of America, unfortunately. Oh, man. And then to think that this whole thing going on with Israel and America and the church and all of this. This next young man has a great take on things. And it ties into the Bible a little bit because Israel of the Bible had its trials and tribulations, and this current iteration of things between Iran and Israel, some people are trying to say that it's of biblical proportions and Armageddon precursor, or the activation of Armageddon. And then we have the United States in the middle of this. And to share this with you guys, these are not my opinions. These are his thoughts. I want to talk about it.
Nationalists has not been in their Bible, especially the ones at the top that are pulling the strings that are causing this war, because you don't even understand what position you stand in. I pretty much look at the Bible like a piece of literature right now, but don't think I don't know what I'm looking at, because you think you're acting in the name of Israel's protection when in reality you're standing in the way of their correction. Go back to the Old Testament. God's people stayed getting punished. He stayed putting belt to ass. After getting out of the land of Egypt, they were only supposed to be in the wilderness for 11 days. Stayed there 40 years. Made sure that whole generation that left Egypt was wiped
Well, true. Well, true.
out before they got to the promised land, all because they didn't believe that they could conquer Canaan. The punishment for Solomon for taking on all them damn wives and playing politics, he lost the kingdom. That's actually important to what's happening right now. And even after Babylon, they were exiled like 3 more times, and Rome being the longest one. That's
well, true. Backed by history, folks. Backed by history. Listen up.
when Jesus came along. Now, pay attention. Let's say in this scenario that the United States is Peter and Jesus is Israel. Jesus said, upon this rock I shall build my church. And what did Peter do? Let that go to his head and acted like a complete crash out, straight up zealot for no reason. Now, there were quite a few failures of Peter, but the one I want to focus on is the one in the Garden of Gethsemane, right before Jesus got arrested. First off, he was sleeping on the job. He was supposed to be staying up and praying with Jesus, but this boy nodding off. And when he finally wakes up for real, Judas is on his way with a mob of people about to arrest Jesus, and he pulled his sword. He messed around and cut this man's ear off. Now, obviously, he wasn't going for somebody's ear. He was going for something else.
The juggler. He was going for the juggler. Go on, take him out, man. I will finish you.
You know what I'm saying? He was trying to end him. But remember, we're also talking about the United States and Israel. Here's the thing. The United States thinks they're protecting Israel from something when really the correction needs to happen. This is necessary because if Jesus doesn't go through what he's supposed to go through, how can the mission be accomplished?
Ooh, I like where you went with that, my man. The bigger question is, what we are currently witnessing in this is the attempt to use that Uno reverse by trying to take out Iran. Very interesting, though. It's if we're taking what he's saying and putting it into what's happening, it's like Jesus telling Judas and all the people that Judas brought in there, no, I'm not Jesus. That guy is. And he's a fighter. And therefore, he deserves to die. Take him. And to think that Pope Peter is being set up for the okie doke. It's a whole mess. It's a whole mess of what we're witnessing.
You're about to sacrifice the entire mission in the name of your own ego and your own beliefs. The United States would rather set the world on fire than let Israel take the ass whooping they've been asking for decades. What am I saying? Leave these people to their devices. This is not the first time they done got their shit pushed in, and it won't be the last time. Hope y'all learned something.
My man, that is a daggone nugget to sit there and think about and say, is it time for Israel to learn its lesson? The world may never know, because the United States wants to insert itself into everybody's mess, and then go around policing everybody. It's quite interesting. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Y'all, this next story that I got for you, get ready. The spooky time coming. This Friday is Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. How many of y'all ready for this? If not, this video got some food for thought. Something to make you say,
And this Friday is the 13th. March Friday the 13th, 2026. You know when's the last time we had a Friday the 13th in March? Yeah, 6 years ago in 2020. Do you remember what happened that day? See, because I'm a teacher, I vividly remember what happened. They sent the students home. They sent the teachers home with no plan. No one knew what was going on. Complete chaos. This weird disease was floating around that nobody knew anything about. That orange menace standing at a podium because he was president with the CEOs of several companies, starting to shut things down and lock things down. I didn't bring my plants home because I thought I would be back in a few days. And we never came back. That Friday changed everything. 6 years of chaos. 6 years of loss. 6 years of nothing being normal. So, what's going to happen this Friday the 13th? Oh, I can't wait to see. In my opinion, one of two things is going to happen. Either we do a complete 180, we shut that portal down, we restore things back to normal, and we finally get to breathe after the last 6 years, some of the worst 6 years of our lives. We close that chapter and get back to business. Or some nonsense and some foolishness is about to happen. Are you ready for that? So it's
y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I'm anticipating some foolishness happening this Friday the 13th. I don't like to cheer for it, but I have to because the last couple of Fridays with this administration, homeboy been on a roll, man. I mean a roll, serious roll. Like, it was a Friday when he went into Venezuela, and then they pulled him out there on a Saturday. It was a Friday when they went over there to Iran and pulled him out on a Saturday. They went to Yemen like that too. And it's like, hey man, what's up with y'all on these Fridays, man? Y'all got a Freaky Friday fetish, man, and it's usually around the end of something close to the full moon or new moon, something crazy astrologically going on, and I'm a little nervous, but I'm also a little prepared for Freaky Friday this weekend. And all I can say is, like, facetiously, let the good times roll, I guess. Because, like, there's nothing really we can do about it. They're going to do what they're going to do. And unfortunately, that is the mess that we have to deal with because we voted that way. And I say we because we're all in the same bunch now after the election. Like, it is what it is. Let's learn from it. Let's grow from it. But to know that there are people out there that's happy with the state of affairs lets me know, like, you will do anything to get what you want, no matter the cost. That's a shame. Y'all, recently there was a young man who reached out to his fan base musically and created a campaign to sell his new album. He accumulated 30,000 in album sales. I'm talking about Lil Russell. Young rapper, man, up and coming young man, and the state of the music industry is funny. It's very funny right now because AI is infiltrated and has flooded all streaming services to the point that it's hard to find real artists. And because of it, real artists are being pushed out, or they're being challenged for their art being authentic. And then when you have somebody here that has a fan base, relies on their fan base, interacts with their fan base, and sells 30,000 albums directly to them, just to say by the powers that be that it didn't count, it don't matter. Because we don't count those over there because we feel like those were influenced into it. They didn't naturally buy it. This is the state that we're in now, musically, where there's a challenge between real artists and artificial artists, and now we have to fight for our existence, our honor as an artist, as me as an artist. Like, I put out some music, and along my journey, I had distributors and streaming platforms to say, no, these people that were listening to your music are not real because we feel it was artificially boosted. Damn, the song getting picked up by somebody that actually enjoyed the song. And this is what we're going to continue to face off against. Trying to continue to go in the system that is rigged against us. I allow you to listen to his story.
We was really excited because with 30,000 albums, we were supposed to chart, and I would have been like top 5 albums in, and I was like, man, we did it. And I get a call from a company called Luminate. Luminate works with Billboard. They decide who charts and how it goes, and we like, man, we sold 30,000 units. And they come back and they say, none of your units count. All that hard work you did, it's for you and your community to enjoy, but it don't count for what we do. And we like, well, why? And they said, well, you called some of your fans that bought albums, you did pop-up shows, you did live streams, and you set a goal and said you was gonna sell this much. That's incentivizing them to support you. And I said, so marketing and promoting. At first it was bothering me because it's like, man, like we grind. What you talking about? Like, we really did. I broke records. I sold out for 20,000, 18,000, 11. What y'all talking about? publicly. We the first people who ever made album sales transparent. You seen every sale live. Nobody, no other artist, the industry don't do it. And they said, nah, that don't count here. They game, they rules. And that's cool. You know, it's like we're gonna take our ball and we're gonna do what we do over here, and I'm gonna make y'all look culturally incompetent. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's like, let come what may. You know, and the fact that it happened to me of all people is like, I'm the one who gonna go speak and go educate. All right, it's cool. Let me tell the people what's going on though, and then y'all could talk to that. So it is what it is. We didn't chart, but we know what the fuck we did. I sold 30.
Kudos to my man right here for sticking in there and doing what he loved most and pushing back against the system. The rage against the system nowadays of the music industry is getting hot because the rules of engagement has changed. And unfortunately, with the gatekeepers constantly updating the rules, I know for an artist that once they feel like they have gotten some foothold on this thing and begin to climb the hill and have gotten over top of some of the rigmarole of the industry, you feel like, man, I'm on my way just to get set back. It's a mess, man. And it's very discouraging as an artist, but the feeling is this, that we shall prevail, like, because it's fans like you that give us the strength to keep going. The ones that come to our YouTube channels, come to our Instagram, watch our videos, comment, subscribe, share, come to our live shows, live streams. It's because of you that we feel like we can press on. And speaking about pressing on, want to leave off this whole segment of weekly dose of reality and transition into music. Leandra Johnson. My Lord. A beautiful spirit got her in front of the crowd at Jesse Jackson's funeral. And man, oh man, the energy that you feel from her as an artist is nothing like anything out there. There's no other Leandra Johnson.
We shall overcome. Yes, sir. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Someday.
Sing it, baby.
Down in my heart, shall, oh, we shall overcome. Someday, God will see us through. God will see us through. God will see us through. Someday.
Woo! Girl, she willing, man.
I do believe you ought to tell somebody that we shall. Oh, we shall. God knows that we shall overcome someday. If y'all don't mind, you can put your hands together here. Oh, come on, crowd. We shall. We shall. Oh, we shall overcome someday. I do believe. Yeah, we shall. Oh, yeah. We shall. We shall overcome, y'all.
Hey. Hey, hey.
We shall overcome this day. Yeah. Take over the world. I believe it. Do you receive it? Yeah. We shall overcome.
Oh. Woo! My Lord. We share. That's it, man. That is it, y'all. We shall overcome everything that is happening in the world. We shall overcome it. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Leandra voice is so soulful, so strong, man. to me, I put her as today's Mahalia Jackson. And ultimately, what I hope is we will continue to surround her with love and uplift her. We all know that she's gone through some things, and we just need to continue loving on Leandra. I don't know, like if y'all could hear it, like this performance felt like it was coming from somewhere in her. It was definitely from experience, life being lived, and all the things that she's overcome, allowing her to stand 10 toes down on that stage and perform this. Amen. This has been enjoyable. I have enjoyed being here with you guys tonight. And I appreciate you guys for coming by and staying with me. This has been a weekly dose of reality. I am transitioning this into some music making. So just remember, every Wednesday, we're going live, 8:30. We got plenty of things to talk about in this world. And, hey, some of it's going to be light, some of it's going to be heavy. But we're going to have the conversation. That is what we're going to do. So for the second half of this, I'm going to transition into making a beat from scratch. I don't know what I would do, and where would it go, but I'm gonna do something. Part of me has felt like going into I don't know, some new stuff, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Musically these days, I've been a bit scatterbrained because I am influenced by so much. So yeah, I'm gonna just dabble around with my FL Studio. It is my place of choice that I enjoy going to. This and Logic. I'm still learning Logic and growing with Logic. So, eh. It is what it is. Those that didn't know, I have 3 singles available. On saxophone, I am performing my first single, original composition known as Groove With Me, released back in 2023, 2, as well as Drunk on Love, rendition of Rihanna's Drunk on Love from that Talk album, and Get Lifted, which is a rendition of John Legend's Let's Get Lifted from his Get Lifted album. More music will be on the way. I'm just gathering myself and gathering myself accordingly because music can be hard sometimes. All right, I'm in my handy dandy FL to the studios. I wonder if they actually put this in there. It used to be in there. That is crazy. They say I can use that. I'm gonna attempt to use that. Let's see how it reacts. All right. I'm just going through a few sample libraries that I have picked up on over the last couple of years. I've gathered a library of plethora of stuff. Ooh. I think I kind of like that a little bit. Huh. I don't know. I might have to come back to that. No. Let's see what that sounds like. Huh. I'm actually going to cut this a little bit. Because I don't like that part there. And let's see. Get rid of that. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that tail part. So I'm gonna get rid of that and just play around with this a little bit. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Huh? I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe I need to find something around that time. Tempo 110. How much is slowing down? Drag in some loops here. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go with some Afro type. Expand. suitcase. Working with. Yeah, I got nothing. Redis block. Good night.